Describe a rule that is important in your school or at work. What the rule is about, what happens when people break the rule, why do you think it's an important rule, and explain how you feel about the rule. It is refutable that rules are essential to run something smoothly, even though I value every rule. But here today, I would like to talk about a rule which I find most important in school. It's a joining NCC camp. Basically, these camps are organized by school authority up to national level, which help to develop student personality. When I was in my school, there was a rule that every student had to attend at this camp, and still it is mandatory for candidates because not only these camp certificates are beneficial for taking job, but also students come to know about how to tackle the problems, how they can survive in the toughest conditions. Apparently, as it is compulsory for students, but if any student do not follow it, punishment in the form of deducting scores in assessment is given. But if any student has a health issue, then they have permission to take leave from this camp. When it comes to question that why, I feel it's important. Predominantly, students get to know about other aspects of life which are crucial. Secondly, it makes children independent in household works like as cooking and cleaning. Thirdly, in the camp, a lot of activities are performed in which the confidence of every student is boosted. Lastly, students become responsible because in camp, number of duties are given to the students. To wrap it all, this is a rule which seems most important. Let's start with the should schools have rules? Yes, definitely schools should have rules because the students spend most of time there for learning different kind of things. So when schools have rules, strict rules, at the time they know the importance of it and they follow it properly. Should schools decide how long working hours should be? Yes, definitely it's good for schools if they decide the timing of opening and closing school because they know that how much energy their students give to the study and how much time they give the potential to them because after the limited time their students energy is draining and they cannot give the proper potential. So definitely school should decide how long working hours should be there. What kind of rules do Indian families have? Well, there is two type of families are present in India, like a strict family who have a strict rules and lenient families. Like in the strict families, everything is strict. Like they have a sharper timing for doing work, like as for doing uh, their meal, for getting up early, for going to their classes. But in the lenient families, they made rules for their children to follow it, but they don't make the strict timing toward them. Do you think strict rules are needed in the school? Yes, definitely. Strict rules are most important in schools because when they follow these rules, they know that how these are important, and when they break any kind of rule, then they get the punishment. So in this way, in the future, they can become good citizens because in the school, they learn how to follow rules. Should students be involved in rule making? No, I don't think so. The students should be involved in rule making because they do not have enough knowledge about it, and even they make those kind of rules which are beneficial for them. For example, if there is a timing of lectures should be made by the students, so at the time they give the less time to their theoretical work, to their theoretical subjects, whereas they give more time to their recess and playing. So I don't think so this is good for them. But some of the rules, like as um, deciding the uniform quality, it's good for that time school authority if they take the decision from the students. What rule should this children follow at home in your country? Well, there are different kind of rules are present for children to follow at home, for like as to clean their like as to complete the work on a time, to to keep the things in apple pie order and to help their parents in the work. On what occasions can children be forgiven if they don't follow some rules? There are some of the occasions can be noticed where children should be forgiven by their parents when they don't follow rules, like as the occasion of birthday parties, occasion of other parties, because these occasions require freedom, and when they have freedom, they can enjoy these kind of occasions very well. What rules should people follow using public transportation? There are a number of rules are present while using public transportation. First of all, they should follow the rules of what rules should people follow using public transportation. First of all, they should be take care about the public transportation, like they do not damage it and they do not throw the wastage in the public places. Moreover, they do not throw their things in public transport, whereas they also compromise and adjust themselves with other people, because sometimes they do not give the space to other passenger to sit. So these kind of rules should be good for them. What kind of rules do people need to follow in public places? They should be speak in a formal language whenever they are in a public places. Secondly, they should take care the other people about what they are doing, and moreover they also manage the maintenance of the public places very well. What are the reasons that cause people to break rules? There are different kind of reasons are present where people have to break rules or they break the rules. First of all, during the emergency time, they have to break the rules. Moreover, some people break the rules for their thrillness. They believe that they are born for breaking rules, and some people believe that some of the rules are not good for them, so that is why they break these rules. And some people believe that there is no one who can rule over them, so that is why they break the rules. When people break rules, how would they be punished in your country? Well, people who break the rules, first of all, they give the warning from the different authorizations. Then if they don't follow it again, at the time they are penalized strictly, and sometimes their government and education uh, documents are also cancelled.